Right, so this is where we're actually meant to be. I mean, as we always are. So if you could just go ahead, sit down at the chair with the mic, and then just, say who you are and what we're here going to be talking about today.
Yo, I'm the R.E.C, and we're here to talk about my album, The RECollection. Smile at camera. What?
Right, you're not actually supposed to read the whole cue card. So
I mean, you could have told me. I'm just trying to.
So where did the idea for the album come, and how long did it take you to make it?
Well, I mean, I first started thinking about the album when I got the MPC 500, which is over there, and that was on the 11th of May 2020. And obviously, I may have talked about this before. That was kind of when I changed the way I make beats, got really more into sampling and stuff. And I just really liked the workflow, and all the beats kind of had their similar attributes, the way I sample stuff. Obviously, the samples are different, but the workflow is generally the same. So I think the album kind of all had the same kind of feeling. So I decided, why don't we just make a whole collection of beats? And that is where the name The RECollection came from, because obviously it's kind of a collection of the R.E.C's beats. That's why I put the first three letters in capitals. I thought it was kind of clever and made sense to me. So yeah, that's why I did it.
What would you say your favourite song on the album is?
I mean, I have got favourite songs on there. Obviously, so there isn't one that stands out as me for being the best, because they're obviously all different. But one that I really quite enjoyed making was "Wake Up," with me scratching Nas on the top, because it's just got so many elements. I think it's got probably about 7 different samples in there, not including like the breaks I got the drums from. But it's just the one that I think I produced the most. It's got a cool intro where I do like the Michael Jackson sample and the floater sample, that horn thing. And also the main sample is from a band called the Manhattans. I'm not going to say the sample name because obviously I don't want you guys to use it. But, that one, I remember it was kind of one of the last songs on the album, and I was really tired and I wanted to go to bed. But then I heard it and I thought, I can't just let this idea go to waste. So, I had to stay up and make the beat, and I think it came out pretty good. That's definitely one of my favourite beats on the album.
Obviously, we've got 2 songs in there with lyrics. We got Earth Tone with C Note, even though that is kind of like the single. And then the main one, I'd say we've got End of an Era with Brownie. So how'd you get them on the record?
Yeah, so with C Note and Earth Tone, that was kind of the single that I released in, I think, March. Yeah, it was definitely March. I think 1st of March, something like that. And basically, I'd already obviously had the idea for the album because I've been making it for like a year. And so I wanted definitely a few songs with vocals on. I tried to do them myself, didn't sound very good. So those are hidden away on my computer somewhere. Nobody's ever going to hear them. So the way I got C-Note on it was actually there's a producer called Nozies whose YouTube channel I found like last year or something, and I just really like his beats. And in this song here, can we edit in the song? Just play the song
Like let me holler and copy the poppin' orders to gain some popularity, get the audience behind.
Yeah, so in that song there, I think it's called How I Feel. C-Note obviously features in that, and I just think his voice sounded super good. And so I found him on Instagram, sent him a message, sent him some money, sent him the beat, and he seemed to like it. I was blown away by his rap because I didn't think it was going to be like, I'm not sure if he actually liked the beat or something. And I thought, but he just totally wrecked it, basically, which is what I wanted. And then obviously I copied that over to other beats for the kind of EP single thing of Earth Tone. And then I cut that down for the LP version, which is on Spotify now for the album. And then that was kind of just a filler to remind people that Earth Tone was still part of the album, even though I did kind of make it its own project, like on its own. But yeah, that's one of them. And then Brownie, I've worked with Brownie a few times before, since like 2018, basically. And he just sounds super good. He's a different style. He's a lot more kind of chilled out, but he's got some good, super powerful lyrics in there. And I can't believe he wrote 3 minutes of lyrics. That's quite a lot. There wasn't really any choruses that you could just copy and paste and repeat over. They were all quite original lyrics. I was actually ridiculously impressed with that. And there was I think in about March or something, I did send him over a beat saying, yo, do you want to feature on the thing? He was, obviously said yes. And then I sent him this beat, and then I wasn't too sure about it. So I kind of asked for the beat back. I ended up giving him the beat for his own projects and stuff, but I said, all right, we're not going to be using that. Even though the lyrics are good, I don't like the beat anymore. I don't think it really fits with the pattern of what I'm trying to do. I sent another beat to him. I made the beat End of an Era, and he obviously liked that. I think because it was a really chilled out beat, I thought that suited his voice and style even more. So I was actually happy with that. He was happy with it. A lot of emails and messages sent back and forth, but we got it done, and that's where the song came from. I wanted to do a song with him because on his album, the R.E.C, I actually made one of the beats for him. I made Stay True, so I'll put a link for that in the description or something. So obviously I helped him with his album a tiny bit, so I wanted him to help me with mine. And especially just with a song like that, I mean, it kind of just works, really. A bit of a sensitive question here. How much money did you actually spend to make the album? Many pounds. And that obviously translates for you American viewers to many, many dollars. I've actually got a sheet here. Let me get it. This is the costs, and it's not very accurate. It's kind of just a guideline, but I included everything that I bought with in mind for making any of these beats. So we'll go through. The MPC, crucial to the album. That turntable, the dual turntable there, crucial to the album because these two are DJing. The mixer that runs from the turntable into the MPC, crucial. One Inno fader, because, that's how I got most of the scratches and stuff. Sennheiser headphones, and then a few other things that I'll get into. MPC, I got that quite cheap actually, £180. I think that's quite a good price. Turntable 100, mixer 30, inner fader £125. That is quite expensive when you look at it, but as I've said in many reviews and stuff, it's proper good, and also it lasts. I think it's got like a 3-year warranty or something, and also I'm pretty sure it'll just last forever. Headphones are only 25 quid. Those are quite good. Now we'll get into like the things that, the kind of soft stuff. So I only counted the records that I used for the main samples. Obviously, in all my trips that I go to like the record shops and stuff, I'll buy like 5 at a time, maybe only use one. So I've got 200 records there. I've obviously spent a lot more money on records than this, but these are just for the main samples. 21 records for main samples and stuff. I reckon the average of what I spend on a record is about £5. There are a few ones that I know I used that are a lot more expensive than that. So I put 21 records, £190. I did buy 2 artworks actually. The first one was from this absolute punter that had no idea what he was doing, and I just blindly gave him like $50 or something, and he just came back with something that I probably could have done in my sleep, drawn with my foot. It was awful. So I was like, go away, I'm not using that. So I went to Jenny Designs, and she did a proper good job actually. She did the front cover, and then I adapted that into the back cover. So in total on artwork, I spent about £85. Versoff C-Note cost £40, and then kind of miscellaneous costs like plugins and stuff like that, I probably remember spending around £50 on that. So the total cost of the album, I've added up to be about £825, which in dollars is 1,145. I reckon I've got about 500 of that off selling beats and mixing, and then the other 300 is just from savings and stuff like that I've saved up just generally off birthdays and life and stuff like that, because I don't actually spend that much money unless it's on music. It's not like this has been just a complete waste of money, because I've made the majority of it back on mixing and stuff, and you know, that's just what I do. It's got me a few videos as well. Yeah, if somebody said to me you've got to spend upwards of £800 to even think about making this, I would have said no. But obviously the costs for the next album that I'm going to make, because I'm making a new one, I'm already thinking about 2 projects actually. Obviously some of the costs, like we can knock off the MPC, we can knock off the turntable, mixer, headphones, we can knock off plugins and stuff. So quite a lot of those were just startup costs and stuff like that.
Yeah, that does sound quite expensive, doesn't it? But anyway, final question. How can you listen to the RECollection?
Well, I thought you'd never ask. Actually, I did, because I wrote these questions because it is my video. What you can do is you can go through my videos and find the full album with the video. I mean, it's not really a video, it's kind of just some random footage that I took. But you can find that, you can listen to it there, or you can go on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, iTunes, things like that, and you can just listen to it for free. Probably not on Apple Music, because you actually have to pay for that. But, you know, no extra cost to all those subscriptions that you already have. You can listen to that. So I'll put a link in the description for people to go and check it out if they want to. Hopefully, if you see this video, now that you know a tiny bit more about it, you're going to be super duper interested in it and go and listen to it. If you're not super interested into it, maybe you will be after you listen to it. So you never know until you try. So yeah, just go and listen to it. It would be much appreciated, to be fair.
R.E.C, thanks for coming. I mean, to your own room to do the video. Hopefully some of you viewers out there will listen to the RECollection, and we will see you again next time, hopefully, for another interview.
Alright, well, thanks for having me on my own channel. Yeah, I'll see you the next time.
God, that was a bit boring, wasn't it? Come on, it wasn't that bad.
I can feel it.